I was a Russian major in college. Russian language, Russian history, Russian politics. And the one thing we need to remember as we go through our lives, because it's going to be the same no matter where, anytime there is any issue in any democracy around the world, Russia will be involved in 3 areas, and they're always the same 3 areas. First, breeding confusion. Second, breeding division. And third, breeding distrust in that country's government. These are the 3 areas Russia is always working on in every liberal democracy all around the world. They have hundreds of individuals working full time, coming up daily with new proposals on how to take the current events in every country and use it to bring that country down, to sow confusion, division, and lack of trust in that country's government. Is in Brexit, Russia was very involved in Brexit, and there's very good evidence of that. There's Russia is involved in the COVID vaccine program all around the world, sowing distrust in what the governments are trying to accomplish to slow the spread. There is a reason for this, and that is that Russia is not a superpower. Russia's gross domestic product is 1 step below Brazil and 1 step above South Korea. Their economic wealth is run by a kleptocracy that just runs away with the country's means. Anywhere and so they cannot compete. They do not have the ability to compete on a level playing field with other countries economically. And therefore, the only option that they have is to cheat and lie. There has been no change from the KGB to the GRU insofar as international misinformation. They have decades and decades and decades of experience in doing that. And Putin was in the KGB before he came to absolute power. Those who have swallowed Trump's line that Putin and Russia are countries and leaders to be admired, at least need to remember one thing. All of these countries that Trump admired, these despots that he admires, there's one thing that all these there's one item that all these countries have in common, and that is that none of the citizens are permitted to own firearms, which makes it much easier for the leader of that country to kill people who disagree with him, with In my opinion, Trump would have been so happy to kill people who didn't toe his line. My main point is that anytime there is any large issue or even a small issue or even a happening within the country, within any given country, Russia will be involved online, at least online, to use that event, to use that issue, always to promote three things: confusion, division, and lack of trust in that country's government.